So, the question I get the most on these two guys here is, where do you come up with the thought process? How do you develop that more of do you have a step-by-step guide or tutorial that I could use to build one of those? And the answer is no. I don't provide tutorials in every single thing that I do. As a matter of fact, there's a lot of things that I don't typically share. But, on these two guys in particular, it would be impossible for me to lay out a step-by-step guide, only because these guys are so individualized. There's not any one certain way to do this, and as a matter of fact, I don't even know myself most times what they're going to look like when they're completed. Now, I may have an idea of what I want it to look like, but it doesn't necessarily mean that's the way it's going to turn out. And that's the cool thing about these guys. As they get to building them, they're so intertangled in my head, with different ideas, that as I'm building them, things may change. Actually, they do change. Things will change along the way. I'll alter something here. Yeah, I don't really like that. Or yeah, that's really kick-ass. I'm going to stay with it. And then I just roll with it. But, and I just have a knowing inside once I'm done to a certain point that it's complete and I'm happy with it. Like this guy here, the first guy I built, he was inspired by Jack the Pumpkin King from Nightmare Before Christmas. I'd watched that movie, I can't tell you how many times. But I've always had this urge to build something similar like that, just a little more sinisterized. And I think he came out pretty cool. But, the stance, I'm heavy into comic books, especially Spawn comics. So I tend to grasp a lot of the stances from comic book pages that I see. And then I just try to incorporate them into my builds. So, he came out pretty cool. I was really happy with him.